Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video we're going to be talking about two different devices, and I kind of wanted to do this because one of these, I don't want to call it a console, but a gaming system has been one of my favorites for the longest time. And then now that the Nintendo Switch has been out a while and it's kind of taken over being one of the most popular handhelds, I wanted to compare these two. And no, it's not the Vita. This is a system that a lot of people haven't even heard of. So today we're going to be looking at the Nvidia Shield Portable versus the Nintendo Switch. Now, they are two completely different monsters, but at the same time, they share some similarities. And I want to give my opinion on which one I think is my personal favorite and which one might better suit you if you're looking for certain things. Now let's start with the Nvidia Shield Portable. This is something that's already been discontinued. It's not something you're going to find on shelves. You're going to have to go online to find this thing. But this thing is still a beast to this day. It's an Android-based system, so obviously you have access to the Google Play Store and what it has to offer. But if you have a really great gaming PC, this thing is kind of the gateway to be able to control it as well. So you can stream your high-end PC games playing it on this Nvidia Shield Portable as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi in the house. Let's just say that I'm playing a game on the PC and it just hits me that I need to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to play and continue doing what I'm doing wherever I want. The speakers on this thing are absolutely incredible, like mind-blowing incredible what they were able to put into this. Build quality-wise, this thing is a tank. Has a lot of weight and actually just feels like an Xbox 360 controller that's laid out like a PlayStation controller. This can pretty much play every game you want streaming from your PC. This thing is an emulator's dream. You can go back and play NES, Super NES, your DS games, Game Boy, like any system you can think of. For the most part, this thing can emulate it with no issues. It has expandable storage, so you can just pop a micro SD card in and basically put every game from your childhood right here in this thing. Now it plays at 720p natively on the screen, but also has HDMI out so that you can play on your TV or play anywhere else, kind of like the Nintendo Switch has the docking system. Now that I gave a brief rundown of the Nvidia Shield, I really don't need to say much about the Switch because most people know all about this thing. This thing is Nintendo's newest console that can be used in handheld mode, but also docked to play on TVs. Now it has its own string of AAA titles from Zelda to Mario, plenty of stuff coming out. So if you're somebody that's already in the Nintendo ecosystem or really likes what Nintendo does, obviously this would be the choice for you. And I think that if you're more PC heavy, into gaming, or like things that are, and like having variety, especially emulators, because as of right now, Nintendo is kind of lagging putting out the classic games. I don't know why, especially when they've offered it on the DS and they've offered it on the Wii, but they really haven't done it on the Switch yet. Pricing on both systems can go really high. This is $300 for the Nintendo Switch. They only offer it one way. It also has expandable storage with a micro SD card. Both are easily, able to be thrown into a bag. Obviously, a lot of cases are offered for the Switch. There's a couple that are offered with the Nvidia Shield Portable. This right here does get scratched up pretty easily, so you have to be a little more careful with this. Obviously, this is all screen, so you have to be careful not to shatter this thing. So obviously, we want to point out, because a lot of people are questioning Fortnite, they both can run Fortnite easily. The Nintendo Switch has it where you can get it on the store itself, and then the Nvidia Shield actually has it where you can get it through Nvidia's GeForce. And so with Nvidia, if your PC has an Nvidia card, you actually can have a lot of connection between the Nvidia Shield Portable and the PC as well. The huge advantage to owning the Nvidia Shield Portable is with it being Android based, you have Netflix and Hulu and access to the whole Play Store. As to where Nintendo right now only has Hulu available as far as a media streaming service, because they don't have Netflix yet. They're basically just focusing on it being a gaming system. So as far as having something that's an all around more media friendly and more gaming, having more options, the Nvidia Shield Portable is a really, really good device. Now, the Nintendo Switch has really incredible AAA titles, and this time around, Nintendo's opening up more to having games like Doom and Wolfenstein and more adult-oriented games to where it's not just Mario and it's not just Zelda and it's, that type of thing. It kind of depends really on what it is you're looking for. Both devices are absolutely amazing in their own right. Obviously, Nvidia Shield Portable, I really, really wish they would have continued to make this thing. And the Nintendo Switch is still in its beginning phases and has a really, really bright future ahead for it. So this is kind of a no-brainer. You go either way, you're going to be completely happy. But I think if you're relying mainly on being on the go and not have to be around, especially with PC streaming, this thing, you really kind of have to be in the house where the Wi-Fi is to be able to stream PC games. But there are a ton of Android games, ton of emulators that don't rely on a Wi-Fi service. So there's tons of things you can do without having to be connected to this. Now the Nintendo Switch is another thing that you don't actually have to be tied to Wi-Fi, because Nintendo doesn't have the best online service. So really, you're not relying on Wi-Fi too much, except for maybe a couple of games. Most of these are made to be able to just go out of the house and continue to play. The docking system is extremely easy to just dock it, charge it, and play it on a big screen. Both of these things can do that, and both of these do it very, very, very well. That's why I thought these devices needed to be compared. As to right now, everybody is wanting the Nintendo Switch, and some people might feel that it's kind of limited because it's still in its early phases and doesn't have, all the media streaming apps or have a ton of AAA games yet, but it will. As to where this thing can play all the AAA titles your PC has with amazing controls, emulators like crazy. So all the games from my childhood are right here in this little thing. So if it were up to me, if I had to make the decision that I could only have one of these devices right now, I know people are gonna hate this, I would personally still go with the Nvidia Shield Portable because I am hugely tied into PC gaming. I love my emulators. And this thing can still play the DS games and Nintendo and Super Nintendo, Sega, a lot of things from the Play Store, a lot of the PC titles like Doom, it can play for. This thing can do so much and can be available. Like this one I picked up for 150 bucks. So it's half the cost of the Nintendo Switch. And I'm able to do a lot more things. Trust me though, I still love this guy. This thing's amazing. I still highly recommend it for anybody looking for a gaming system. As much as I'm a PlayStation guy, the Nintendo Switch has been one of the best gaming consoles to come out in a very, very long time. So guys, that is my quick, not a review, but comparison of two incredible systems that are available to you right now. Obviously the Nvidia Shield Portable, you have to kind of dig a little bit to find, but the Nintendo Switch is available everywhere. So it kind of depends on what it is you guys are looking for. It's a win-win situation on any one that you pick. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.